Okay, well, supposedly today, by the time this video gets up, the wannabe emperor of the United States is going to be having or holding a press conference, supposedly talking about the 19 proposals that Vice President Biden's little task force came up with, which I happen to agree with the radio guys on that. That's BS. Those 19 proposals and probably 100 more have been sitting in a desk drawer somewhere for 5, 6, 7, 8 years. They've had this for a long time. This isn't nothing new that got pinned. Just like Obamacare. That 2,700 page monstrosity sitting in a desk drawer somewhere for 10 years probably. Just waiting for the right time to bring it out. And that's the same thing with this right here. Guys, we tried to tell you guys, or people that wouldn't listen, that this guy was anti-gun. We've literally screamed it until our lungs are bleeding, and apparently it wasn't enough to get you guys to wake up. And so, but he's going to pull, the president's going to pull the oldest play in the Democrat playbook and bring out the parade of victims. You know, they do that. You ever notice that whenever they want to ram something down our throat that they know that the American people don't want, they bring out the parade of victims, whether it be poor people or the elderly, and the Republicans, they just want to take your Social Security and your Medicare, which has never ever been the case. It's never even been attempted. In fact, the only ones that have ever cut Medicare is who? Blame Obama and the Democrats. They're the ones who cut those, claiming that the Republicans wanted to do it. The Republicans tried to stop them. They didn't have the votes to do it at the time. But so many people fall right in line and believe that BS because nobody on our side seems to have enough balls to defend herself. I don't know. But now he's going to use children. He's going to be surrounded by a bunch of children when he talks about this. Doesn't that sound Stalin-esque to you guys, or Hitler-esque? Remember that from history? Those of you who are old enough to actually, when we went to school, they actually taught history. Remember those pictures of kids being all around? Think it ain't happened here? It's doing it right now. It's happening right now. It's coming, folks. It's coming. Tyrant dictatorship is on its way. And if America don't wake up, it's going to happen before you know it. I said back in November, guys, and I have been screaming it ever since, and I will continue to scream it. This is going to get ugly. And it is. This is going to get very, very ugly. They're not going to stop ramming this stuff. It's up to you and I. It's up to us, the American citizens, to do something about this. Please stay on the phones. Stay in the email boxes of these guys. Whenever you get a chance, email them, fax them, call them, write letters, whatever you can do. I mean, you've got to tell these Congress people to stand up and go against this. Now, people like to talk about executive order and executive privilege. I've seen some people on there, he can't use executive order and privilege to do this. And that's right. Legally, he can't. The founders of this country never, ever intended one man to have that kind of power. They did not set it up so that executive orders, executive privilege, he cannot, by that caveat, change law. He cannot make law. He cannot affect or amend the Constitution. That is illegal as all get. But folks, that don't mean he's not going to try it. Because up to now, nobody on our side, like I said, has had a big enough pair to stand up and stop him. Sure hadn't been Boehner. He's caved every time we've turned around. Talks a tough game and caves. So until somebody stops him, if nobody stops him, they're going to get away with it. Okay? So I'm just telling you right now ahead of time, for those that may not know, the president does not have that kind of individual power. He's going to try to use it like he does. He's going to try to sway people into thinking he does, but he really don't, unless they let him get away with it. So, I did not want my channel to become this, guys. I wanted to talk about guns. I wanted to talk about, how these things work and shooting them and how to care for them and gun safety and blah, 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 and all this. I did not want my channel to become this, but guys, this stuff's not going away anytime soon, what we're up against. There's a ton of call to action videos out there. Every one of them are good. I mean, every freaking one of them that I have seen have been good. Some of the passion in them, now I know there were some videos that were made last week. I mentioned on another channel that were unfortunate, some things that were said, and boy, I have been biting my tongue here, but You know, the passion is there. I mean, we've got to stick together on a lot of this stuff, guys. We've got to do it. It's up to us to stay together on this. You know, I mean, if not, the rest of the country is going to get what New York got today. Now, you folks up in New York, hey, there was not a bottle of Vaseline within 500 miles of New York today. What he did is he took you guys and bent y'all over a couch and banged y'all like a screen door in a tornado. Dry. And that's fixing to happen to this country if America doesn't wake up. So, hey, if you guys get mad at me for saying this, I'm going to say it anyway. If you feel like you got to unsub me, you know what? Go right ahead. But the bottom line is this. This kind of crap about anti-Americanism, against the Constitution, screwing us wholly like this, only happens when people with a bunch of people that have D's behind their name are in charge. When you vote for people that have a D behind their name, this is what you get. Period. No, Republicans are not above reproach. Never said they were. But guys, we got to stand up. We got to fight it. It is a political issue. And we have got to stand up and say no to this tyranny that's right before us. That's all I got, guys. I got to get out of here before I say something I don't want to. So have something different next time. Talk to you guys later.